Hey, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means? You get more of me. Hope everybody is having a wonderful, fantastic, glorious, fabulous day. And the temperatures are starting to cool off a little bit here in Texas. I'm not sweating my butt off. There's a lot of butt to sweat off, so I am thankful for that. Uh, I am a thick boy. What can I say? Um, so I wanted to do a little follow up with Derek, Greg's, and Steve's video all about consent and uh, that that type of thing. Um, we all know that consent is very important when it comes to any type of situation, whether it's social or sexual or just being out in the world and being social with people. Uh, it's very important to know your social cues. I am one of the biggest, most awkward people out there, and I I have this thing where I need my space, and and being in my inner circle, it's how do I say this? It's more selective for me. Um, People that like Joe and Dan and Bobby, my friend Bobby, they would be in my inner circle. They would be the ones that were, the closest to me, or that can hug me and kiss me and just be social with. Uh, but that's not to say I can't extend my circle out because there are a lot of folks out there that I would love to bring in, you know, and hug and just be around. But that also comes with uh, you know good judgment. Now, I have not had the best judgment in the past regarding past relationships. Uh, mm, I have had more than one occasion. On more than one occasion, I have misjudged, and I have misjudged hard uh, regarding a relationship. I'm not going to name names, but they were very it was a very difficult time for me, and it just kicked me in the butt because I honestly did not know what to do with it. I did not know how to process it, but I think I have grown quite a bit since then, and I'd like to say that I'm I've grown. I have matured a little bit. Ew, maturity. Ew. But I have matured. I have matured a bit. Now, sometimes when it comes to relationships or the dating scene or whatever you want to call it these days, you know, you get to know somebody. You get to know their quirks and what they like, what they dislike, what they're into, that sort of thing. You all know the deal. But I was I started dating this one person, and this was right when I had first moved to Austin. Of course, now I live in San Antonio, but y'all know that already. But when I first moved to Texas, I lived in Austin, and I ended up meeting this one fella. He seemed really sweet, charismatic, charming, uh, funny. He had a kind of a warped sense of humor, but it, it, I have a warped sense of humor, so we were compatible in that aspect. Um, as we started dating, I learned a few things about him because at the time I was between places to live, so I had no choice. He offered a place for me to stay, so we lived together. We shared the same bed together, but it came down to he had these little weird little quirks, and it's something I was unsure of how to process. So usually I like to take initiative when it comes to house cleaning and keeping house. I like to keep an organized. I like to call it organized chaos. It's not immaculate, but I like to keep a clean home. I like to initiate that, and I like to get things done, so uh, I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. So I get it done. If I have stuff to do, I try to get it done. As I've gotten older, that's kind of slowed down a little bit, but anyway, uh, yeah. So he had mentioned in passing, well, we were out one night, that he wanted to set up a new office in the apartment. He wanted to organize a new apartment, a new office for the apartment. He wanted to move his old office into a new space, the extra bedroom in our apartment at the time. And I was going to get the old office, which great, no problem. But he said, when you start, just clean or whatever if you want. But okay, and I took it as okay. I'll I'll do it. I'll help out. Um, I didn't I didn't go through his crap. I didn't do anything like that. But I just organized. I just organized the desks. I hooked up monitors, computers, and just put everything back to where they were in the new office. So basically, it was a mirror, a mirror reflection of what he had in the old office. So I just moved everything into the new space on my own. No worries, no issues, no nothing. And I thought, well, I think taking the workload off of him after him working all day would be appreciated. No, not at all. I got an earful because how dare you do this without me being here? Like, what, dude? You said. And he's like, I wanted us to do this together. I didn't want you going, I didn't want you going through all my crap just because we blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I, for one, didn't go through any of your crap. I didn't look at anything of your computer was shut down. All your private papers and stuff was locked up in in your locker for business or whatever. Never went through any of that. Yet he thought I did, and that wasn't the only case. That wasn't the only instance. I was cleaning the kitchen. I was putting stuff away in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden, everything that went where it was, where he had put it, and it's like, no, no, no. I'll organize it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm like, well, what's left for me to do? Until I get a job, what was I supposed to do all day? Just sit on my ass and do nothing? Watch the soaps all day long? That ain't gonna happen. Uh, so yeah, and he was very controlling. He was a very controlling individual, and I learned that the hard way. I had to tell him where I was going. I had to tell him where I was going, what I was doing, who I was with, and I was much younger at the time. And as I processed this, I said, "Well, this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. I can't live like this. I cannot be under this guy's thumb because I myself I like to have my own control. I like to be in control. I like to, I, you know, I'm not a controlling person, but if it's me regarding me, I want to be the one in control. I want to be, of my own actions. I don't want anybody else dictating what I can and cannot do. So And after that incident, I moved in. Well, briefly, I stayed with a friend, another friend of mine. He let me stay with him because he understood the situation because he went through it himself. And I stayed with him for a while. And then I met Joe. And, well, you know how that went. Joe and I, yeah, basically, Joe saved me. Joe rescued me. Joe and my buddy Tommy. I really miss Tommy. Don't know where he went. He just kind of disappeared one day. Off to Colorado, I think, and never have heard a word since. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, as far as, consent goes, if I had known, then I would never, well, I would have slept on the couch for one. I would have slept on the couch for one. I would not have made our relationship intimate at all. I would have kept it a strictly professional relationship. Because once we did the deed, he thought, well, now, this kid's mine, right? And he had a lot of issues up here, too. So that's neither here nor there. But be sure, oh my God, people, kids, my kids, my boys and girls, and they, thems, be sure, know what the heck you're getting into before you take that step. Okay? Please, for your Papa Ed and a peace of mind, please make sure you know what you're getting into. Okay? I speak from experience. So, okay, please. And I have other stories too regarding controlling buttheads. So, but that's going to be it for me, guys. Be sure to check out all the other Den Boys this week and see what they have to say. And until next time, this is Papa Ed. Y'all be good, stay safe, and I will be seeing you. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.